Hello, everyone. I am so stinking excited for tonight because not only do I have a couple of ladies with me, but I have two brand new ones with me. I've known them for a while, and I feel like I've had so many conversations with both Sonia and Keisha at like random times and about random things, but I haven't been able to like actually physically talk to them. And so it is so amazing to have them. And then, of course, having my friend Amy Marie over here with us again. So excited. So make sure you guys say hello to everybody. Okay, and I want everyone to introduce themselves. So Sonia, we'll start with you. Let us know who you are, about your channel, all that jazz.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me tonight, Maddie, and what a pleasure it is to be with you.
Is it freezing for you guys?
Thank you so much. And I have a cozy channel
She was saying that she might have issues
of
with her
Castle
internet.
Cottage and the last book in the Shady Hollow series.
Okay, so what she was saying is that she is reading The Tale of Castle Cottage, which is from Beatrix Potter's. It's the last of the series, if I'm not mistaken. And then she's also going to be reading Shady Hollow. I can't remember what that one's called. Twilight Falls, maybe? Can't quite remember.
Summer's End?
Oh, Summer's End. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, and so Sonia, your camera's kind of breaking up, so you might not realize that's why I'm reiterating what you were saying. But she has a wonderful YouTube channel. We got to know each other through my Mystery Mayhem readathon, and she is so wonderful. Definitely go check her out. And now we have Keisha. So if you will introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Keisha. I am from the channel A Book Like You. I'm also the same name over on Instagram. And I feel like my reading taste has changed a lot over the years, but in this season of reading, I feel like I love cozy mysteries and romance, specifically clean romances and like Christian fiction. That's where my reading year has kind of lied. And I say all that to also say that I'm not reading any of those three things tonight. I'm reading a thriller. So I'm going to be starting The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, and this is the last book of his that I need to get to out of all of his that he's put out. So
yeah, and you also have a book club.
Yes, I do. I have a book club. It's called Revive. It's a Christian book club, and it's bi-monthly. And 1 month we will read a Christian nonfiction book, and then the other month we'll do Christian fiction. So we just kind of alternate. So the next round of that will be in September, and I haven't announced the book yet, but thanks for mentioning that, Maddie. That was sweet.
Yes, I love your book club. I'm one of those I'm a wallflower in a lot of book clubs just because I sometimes get so distracted that I forget what conversation I was a part of, and I'm like, I don't remember where it came from, so I'm just not going to say anything. But yeah. I have loved being a little wallflower in yours, and I have read the books, and I have enjoyed them so much. And I'm excited to finally actually be able to have the time to go to one of your lives whenever you guys talk about the books. I just feel like I'm always busy at that moment. But I will make sure and make it a priority for the next one. Because you've already finished July, you read, and so August we're off, correct? And then we will pick back up in September. Yes. Love it. Love it. I have loved it so much.
Okay, I apologize. I was having some Wi-Fi issues, so I hope that I came through okay.
You're okay. You're okay. Hey, we might happen. I told the ladies before, just so you guys know, that mine might get a little weird too, because we had to move our router. Because if for those who are brand new here, hello, I am Maddie, and I live on a houseboat. And so we can't have like connected internet. It is all Wi-Fi. And it's just, it's interesting. I never know what I'm going to get. And so please bear with me. Like I told the ladies, if I end up cutting out, they're going to carry the show on and I'm going to figure it out. But I'm so happy you guys are all here. And so the next we have Amy. Hello, Amy. If you will please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Amy Marie, and you can find me on YouTube or Instagram with Books with Amy Marie. And I primarily talk about cozy mysteries or like any type of mystery thriller. Like if there's a mystery at the heart of it, you'll find it on my channel. And I also love to bake. So I have quite a bit of cozy reading vlogs with baking. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh my goodness. So Amy has a wonderful channel as well, and I did end up finding her because of her love of mysteries. And I was telling the ladies earlier that I had this weird preconceived notion that mystery books, like cozy mysteries specifically, I thought, well, they're all going to be the same size as like your normal book, right? And so I wouldn't look at any of the mass media produced or whatever it's called, mass produced books, until I saw multiple of Amy's videos and she was holding up these books and I was like, those are so small. And then it registered like, oh, that's why I haven't found any of these cozy mysteries I've been looking for, because I just refused to accept that they were that size. I don't know. So for those that don't know, I am Maddie. I am from This Bookish Cottage, and I am so thankful that I have these three lovely women with me. And tonight I am reading Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. If you guys like fantasy, but you don't want like, what would it be? Like high fantasy, then I highly recommend Emily Wilde. She is just a fun time. And so I definitely recommend it. Even my husband liked these, which is kind of a big deal because he is way more of a book snob than I am. Who knew? But he is. And so he actually liked these. So, go pick them up. So we're going to go into the comments real quick, and we're going to get started over there. If it'll bring it up. There we go. Hello. Hey, all. Maddie just subscribed, and I'm happy to check out some of your videos. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm wondering, whose bestie is this?
Mine. That's Tiffany.
There it is. Well,
I love Tiffany.
We will all be your bestie.
Well, Tiffany is her channel is all she does cozy mystery and romance, and she's fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't know how I didn't know this. Although I'm pretty sure I've heard someone talking about that because Beach Bum Bookworm is like ingrained in my head, and I couldn't figure out why. So that would be why.
It might be me. I think I've mentioned a few times.
I love it. Okay, Amy, real fast. I just have to say, you and I always wear our mystery and mayhem shirts on the same day. It never fails. Oh my goodness.
It's like drizzling out, and the sweatshirt's just perfect.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready for sweater weather, 100%.
Look at us with our book t-shirts.
Oh, I know.
I did not get the memo. I'm still in my work.
I was going to say, Keisha, next time I'll let you know ahead of time. Okay, and hello. This is my mom, for those that don't know. So Shannon Small. Hello, Mommy.
Hello, Mama.
So nice to have you. And there we go. And Tiffany, right? Is that what we said? Tiffany, you're reading Doe or Die in the Bread Shop Cozy Mystery Series. Oh, I love it.
So good.
I love it. I don't own that one because I haven't been looking for it, but I will be. That's a great decision. Hello, Grandma Susan. You'll love it, and I'm glad you're here. See? Everyone knows who you are except me. I'm so sorry. And we're saying hello. I love this.
She also hosts. She hosts reading sprints. Thank you. She hosts reading sprints on Sunday nights with the Killing Time with Cozies Discord.
That's what it is. Okay, yes. So yes, Amy, it is your fault. You are the one who has mentioned that multiple times, and I still have yet to do it. I'm silly. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to, because Sunday nights I'm like, we need something to do, because me and my best friend hang out, and our husbands go to a Bible study, and her and I love books, and so we're like, what do? We just read. So now we have a reason to actually turn on the TV. I love it. Hello, you're reading Up to No Good by Jan Fields, book 11 in the Secrets of Castleton Manor Library series. Okay, 11 books in. My goodness, that is dedication, and that is also a very long title for the series, but that sounds wonderful. I love that. I love library books, though.
It's great to see you.
Hello from Tasmania. My goodness. So it's good morning. What time is it there? Because it is 7:30 at my time. It's a little earlier for Amy, if I'm not mistaken, and also for Sonia.
It's 5:40.
Right? It's 5:40. Okay. And then Sonia, what time is it for you?
It's the same. I'm Central as well.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Ignore that. So first time joining, you were rereading The Thursday Murder Club, currently up to page 222. Oh my gosh. I started that one during my readathon, which was in May. And I have yet to finish it. And I don't know why. I was so in love with it. So I'm very happy that you're rereading it. That gives me hope that I should actually finish the book is really what I'm
Sharon, are you having winter in Tassie right now? It's the winter, because right now I think they're in their winter season.
Oh, all these questions. I love that. I didn't even think about that, but you're probably right. Love finding new channels, and thank you so much. Yes, we love new channels as well. Hello, hello. First time joining. It is so nice to have you here. Okay, is your actual last name Malmstrom? Because that's so close to like Maelstrom, you know, like a storm, chaos sort of stuff. Is that it? That's awesome. I used to do roller derby, by the way, and that was like my nickname was Maelstrom Maddie.
I used to do roller derby too.
Did you? I am not shocked by that whatsoever, actually.
Yes, ma'am. I did burlesque and roller derby. My name was Trixie Trojan. Yes.
Really?
I am not good on wheels, though. Woof.
Yeah, I couldn't do it now. I couldn't do it now. So excited to see all the new people. Yes, Mom, I agree. There's tons of new people. It's so nice to meet you all. And Corinna, right? Am I saying that right? Corinna? Yes. Okay, I've seen you talk on many other sprints, but I haven't got to meet you personally. So it's so nice to finally meet you. And Jennifer, hello. You're going to be finishing 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna and maybe starting Arsenic and Adobo. I have not read 4 Winds, but I love Kristen Hanna. But I really have to be in like the mood to read Kristen Hanna because she rips my heart out. And I have to be ready. And Arsenic and Adobo.
I have my therapist ready before I read hers. Like she needs to be like on speed dial. Jodi Picoult and Kristen Hanna. Tear me up.
Well, and I can never remember his name, but he is the author of Book Thief, which I talk about all the time because I'm obsessed with it. And I read another one of his books just like last week, maybe week before. And same thing. It just obliterated my heart. At the very end, the whole time I'm like, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this without any tears. Nope. I was a mess at the end of it. So if you guys like to cry, read his books too. And then we have Amanda saying hello to Amy Marie. Can everyone hear? Oh, that's a good question.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. Let me know if you guys can't, because we might just be chit-chatting. Hello, excited to read with you all. Hello, Cool Gamer. Hi, reading Never by Jessica Hastings tonight. I am excited to read that book. It is on, I just put it onto my TBR cart because I really want to try and read it. It looks super cute. You're finishing Live and Let Try. Oh my goodness.
I love that book.
I still haven't read it. I'm ashamed of myself.
You would love it.
I know.
It's iced tea. It's like sweet tea, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Oh my
that was my summer binge last summer. I read that whole series, all 7 books last summer, and made every single tea that she made. It was fun. It was fabulous.
That's impressive.
That is fabulous. A good idea. That's so great. I actually am like, I'm going to have to do like an episode or something for my YouTube that is just me reading cozy mysteries, just so I can read cozy mysteries, because I tried so hard to fill my TBR with them this month and it didn't happen. And I was like, okay.
Well, if you're curious, Bree Baker, who writes the Seaside, is also Julianne Lindsay, who writes the Christmas Tree Farm, and she has a pet one as well, and she also the Cider Shop. She's written the Cider Shop mysteries, the 3 ciders. So she has multiple names, but that's who Bree Baker is, and she writes for Harlequin Suspense. So her books usually are very kind of tense at the end. There was a couple of them that I had to kind of fast forward through because I was getting too nervous.
I did not know that. I can't keep up. If they have multiple pseudonyms, I am like, nope, you're just this different person in my head. I will not ever be able to connect those dots and keep them connected. There's just too many other things. Hello. So excited for some sprints tonight. You're going to be finishing up First Lie Wins, and then you're not sure what you'll pick after that. Okay, didn't one of you guys just read First Lie Wins not too long ago? Was it one of y'all?
I read
it may have been
at the beginning of the year. It was a book of the month thriller. So I read it in like January, February. I liked it. I thought it was like a wild ride. It was entertaining.
Okay. Cody read that one, my husband, and he said the same thing. And he was like, I'm not sure what I thought about this. Yeah. He was very much in the middle of like, I either loved this or hated it, and I can't tell you which one. So it made me more intrigued. I loved that. Hello. Excited to see some new faces. You're currently reading Binding 13, hoping to finish it tonight. So many people are reading that right now. And I don't know if I missed the memo, but there's a lot of people reading that. So I hope that you're enjoying it. And it's so nice to finally meet you on here. You're another one. I see you everywhere. Just haven't really chit-chatted. So it's so nice to see you.
I just got a text message. They can hear us.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. I figured other people would be saying something. So I'm like, we're just going to keep going.
My friend Laura just sent me a text message. She's a lurker.
I love it. I love it. What a controversial choice. I love this book, but I can't wait to see what you think. Yes, we had to help her decide which one, and we were all torn. So it is still a controversial choice. Hello, April. You'll be starting Crown of Midnight tonight. I don't know that one. It sounds
in the Throne of Glass series.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I haven't read any of those, but I know the first one because that's what it's called. Hello, Courtney. You can't decide if you want to continue to read Heavenbreaker by Sarah Wolf or start The Housemaid's Secret, since the library notified me today that my hold for the third is available. Okay, well, I haven't read either of those, but I have read The Housemaid, and I loved it. So I'm going to lean towards that one. Cody is now here, and he is just staring at me. I don't know why.
Hi, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
You're reading book 4 in Lady Harley series, A Fiance's Guide to Fort. Okay, so that is, okay, I have the other book. For those that don't know, it is this series.
Yes, I love it.
It is so cute. Like, Amy Marie, you need to pick this one up because this
fun.
It's right up your alley. And then Keisha, because you're starting to get into like those cozy mysteries and stuff. This is like cozy mystery, but not like, it's more like Regency cozy mystery, you know? So like
cozy mystery, make it Bridgerton without the Avodio dough.
Yes. Yeah. It's so cute. I really liked it. Obviously, I liked it enough to keep it right next to my bed. Oh, hello, friend. And she says, hello, beautiful ladies. Well, thank you. I'm wearing no makeup today. I actually never wear makeup. I don't know why I said that. So 4 of your favorite ladies. Aw, such a blessing tonight. I see great things coming from this. Yeah, I was like, when all 3 of them were like, yes, I can do this Tuesday. It was like, oh my goodness. What a mix. I love it. Well,
you said that you don't wear makeup. Girl, yeah. I got some gray hairs and my person is not available until Friday. So this is what you get.
Is that why you're doing the bandana?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha.
I love it.
Yes,
I do too.
I was thinking like, I can't do that because I guess my head's like too round. I don't know what the problem is, but they just like boop, pop up every time. Every time.
Girl, when I was little, they used to want to project the movie on my forehead at the drive-in. So, because I've got one, so I will make it work.
Gotcha. I had never heard that before.
I got a 5 head.
Well, I can tell you, I would have never noticed.
I'm being honest.
I love it. A Fiance's Guide to First Wives and Murder. Book 4, the Countess of Harley series. Yeah.
Is it your mom who's reading it?
It is.
Oh,
yes.
I love it.
Yes. I finally got her into cozy mysteries this year. And it didn't take a lot of work, but I did get her into it. And I was very excited. And she's like, oddly enough, I kind of like these. I was like, yes. She loves high fantasy. So for those that didn't hear, I tell everybody this every time because I'm always shocked that my mom read Wheel of Time. And she started it in March and finished in June, the entire series. So
That's
all
awesome.
14 books. Yeah.
What a beast.
And so I'm like, I'm
That's
shocked that you're
awesome.
reading cozy mysteries. But she is
That's
so excited.
That's incredible.
Yes. Yeah. And I didn't get my reading speed from her because she's very fast and I am not. So it's okay. Annie, you're reading The Secret Book in Scone Society. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was very cute. It was not what I was expecting, but I really liked it. And then I ended up picking up a couple of her other ones. I didn't mean to, but once I saw that it was her, I was sold because I just really liked her writing. It was interesting.
Mhm.
I promise that series just gets nothing but better and better and better.
Really?
I've read every series that she's written. And that one is probably my favorite. She wrote one in the early, mid 2000s as PDJ or PJ something Jane. I don't remember exactly, but it's now Ellery Adams. It's the Supper Club Mysteries.
Yeah.
And they're my second favorite. That was like one of my first series, and I loved it. She can write a book.
Yes. Well, I only know from one book, and I really enjoyed that, so I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, I went ahead and bought the second one after I read the first one. I was like, I have to read more. It was so good.
Yeah, I have been on the lookout.
Amy, didn't you just read the Storytown Hall, the first in the Storytown Hall series?
Yes.
Okay,
I
fantastic
loved it.
series.
I absolutely need to get to the next book. I also need to get to the next in the Secret Book in Scone Society too. I need to see if my library has it. It's good.
I haven't read any of those. I need to. It'll be on my list, my ever-growing list. My goodness. Hello, Laura. Currently reading I Was Anastasia. I don't know that one either. But I'm always intrigued with anything that has to do with like Anastasia, if it is like the Anastasia story, the actual one. I really enjoy those.
I love the movie, the animated Anastasia movie.
Same.
Very
The
underrated.
music.
Yes. It was so good. So good. And hello. Hi, Sonia. Is this your actual sister?
No, it's Tammy, but her parents adopted me, so it's
I
Tammy.
love it.
Yes.
I
Tell Mom and
love
Dad I said hi.
It is so nice to have you. And you think that's going on your TBR, Mom? Yep, it needs to. It needs to. Sorry, it's trying to change. There you go. You're still reading Coral and Bone by Tiffany. I don't know how to say the last name. Dawn, maybe? 55% remaining. You're getting there. You're over the halfway mark, So now you're just in the home stretch. You're going to get it.
Coral and Bone like an underwater fantasy? Because I'm kind of craving one of those, but I don't want it to be political.
Huh. I don't. You'll have to let us know.
It's a mermaid one. I think I saw her post about it. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like a mermaid fantasy.
Yeah.
I just picked up an underwater fantasy, and it's very politically gauged, not like in fanatical political, and I got enough of advertisements going on right now. I don't want to.
I hear you.
Yeah. Have you read To Kill a Kingdom?
I have not. Okay,
so that's like an underwater one, and there wasn't any. I don't remember there being any political things at all, and it was a very cool take on like sirens and mermaids in a way that I wasn't expecting, to be honest. So I really enjoyed that book, and it's fantasy, so that's always good. I'm always weird with my fantasy because it's a hit or miss. It really is.
I'm weird with it too.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed this one. It is YA, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just assuming it is based off of the characters' ages. But it was still very well done. I really enjoyed it. So we're moving. Oh, thanks, y'all. Such kind words. Absolutely. And as soon as we go on our little sprint, I will be following you because I have been needing to since Amy talked about you like months ago. Hello to all the new people. Delighted to have all of you here. So many great books being enjoyed tonight. I agree. There is just so many, and I love it. And I'm loving to see what you guys are reading because it's introducing me to more and more books, which is not the best thing when you already have a really long TBR, but also the best thing because I like books. Obviously, we all do. That's why we're here. And hello, love meeting new bookish friends for sprints. You're going to be reading Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. It is a golf romance, which is one of my favorite sports. I have literally never in my life read anything golf related. So that's awesome. I did not know that was even like an actual thing until I saw that book. I was like, oh, I guess people might actually enjoy reading golf romances. Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah.
So I want to know if you're actually enjoying it though, because it could just be, a dud. You've got a couple books on the go tonight. Tress of the Emerald Sea and Light Lark book 3 or Light Fall. I was like, hold on, Light Lark doesn't have a third one yet. Okay, Light Fall book 3 and Majoring in Murder, which is in the Murder She Wrote series. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am hardcore a fan of Tress of the Emerald Sea. Is my all-time favorite book. Everybody hears me blab about it all the time because I loved it so much. So I hope that you are enjoying it. I have never read Lightfall, and I love Murder, She Wrote. But I've only read actually like 1 or 2 of her books, like the books of the series. But I've watched all the shows, and I love them. So, I hope that you're enjoying the book too.
They're doing a Murder, She Wrote readathon in August right now.
Really?
Beach Bum Bookworm and Storm from Storm Reads.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I am in a, I could not tell you, I do not remember who it is, and I feel like a terrible human being, but I'm doing like a fantasy one where they put you on different teams, whether you're a villain or you're like the heroes of the, fantasy realm, and it's really fun. It's like all Disney themed, and I love that as well. And I was like, I just need something that makes me happy this month because we just had a big, it's just a big month. We had so much going on. We started, we homeschool our daughter who's 4, and we started yesterday, and it has already been an adventure. I'm like, we're 2 days into this, and I'm kind of like, 18 more years, not really 12 more years. Hopefully we can get her to graduate earlier though, because this is
you have 2 educators here. We completely understand.
Yeah, and I only have 1, so oh my goodness. You're reading The Summer of Yes. Okay, when I said everyone was reading Binding 13, no. Everyone is reading The Summer of Yes. And I know that it had to start with somebody. It started with somebody that was, I think, Keisha, was somebody on one of your things that was reading Summer of Yes, and that's kind of what got the ball rolling. Somebody.
I just read it with the girls that I met up with last month. And we all really loved it. So, but I love everything by Courtney Walsh. So
gotcha. I haven't actually read anything by her, but you guys have sold me on The Summer of Yes. And I watched Lauren, that's who it was this last week. She read it and then was crying. And I'm like, I don't know. I got to wait until I'm ready to cry, but it seems like a wonderful book. It seems really cute. So I hope that you're enjoying it. Beach Bum Bookworm is an amazing channel. That is how she found Amy Marie's channel, The Cozy Queens. Agreed. Anytime I think about cozy mysteries, I always think about Amy.
Making me blush. It's good they have some makeup on her. I'd be like bright red.
You're reading Business Casual by B.K. Borson. I know that one, but I've never read it. And I don't know a ton about that series. I'm assuming it's a series. But I hope you're enjoying it. Hello, Hannah. Oh my goodness. Hi, sweet friends. I am not reading with you tonight because I just got home from Meet the Teacher, but wanted to say hi. Oh, well, it's so nice to see you virtually. And I hope that Meet the Teacher went good. I know that can be very exhausting. So I'm very thankful that you're spending any amount of time with us, Hannah. You're just the sweetest. And I will actually, Hannah, as you can see, she also has a YouTube channel for those that don't know. And she's going to be doing sprints. She usually does sprints on Friday night, sometimes other times of the week. But this week, it's Friday night. And I will actually be on her channel, too. So I get to see her in live person. And I'm so excited for that. So make sure you go and see her, too. Laura, hello, sweet friend. You're editing tonight before you read. Determined to finally post a video for the first time since June. I was wondering. I was looking through the other day and I was like, she hasn't posted in a while. But I think I saw you comment or something not too long ago. So I was like, okay, she's alive. I know this. And I know if she wasn't, Sonia would have said something. So Sonia
would have cried her face off.
Oh.
Just love her.
Yes. Laura also has a channel. I just love all of these girls. Seriously. You guys are all.
We met on YouTube. How we met is so crazy. And I say this all the time, but I have a channel. She has a channel. We connected channel-wise through Maddie. I believe it was through you.
Oh,
and
cool.
Then we start talking. We're Missouri girls, and then realize we're neighbors.
Oh, okay. So wait, where do you live out in
It's
Missouri?
amazing.
I live in Washington, Missouri, and she lives in Union, Missouri. We're right next
Okay.
to each other,
Yeah.
like 6
That's so
miles.
cool.
That is so cool. That is so cool. And I know that Keisha, you met many of your friends through BookTube as well, because that's
Yeah.
where like you and who is it? It's also Hannah.
Yeah,
And
because Hannah
Jordan?
lives in Tennessee and Jordan just moved here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know that Jordan also lived in Oklahoma at one point. So she
Yep.
had met Lauren and Caitlin,
Mhm.
if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken. Yeah, it is so cool to see all these connections. I love it. And then
I love seeing all the like Missouri folks. Like I had no clue. But Jules reads.
yes.
She's, everybody knows Jules. She's
Yeah.
from KC.
Love her.
Storm from Storm Reads she's from Southern Missouri. It's just like, it's so funny because Missouri is not, I mean, we have two fairly big cities, but they're not
Yeah.
New York or LA. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think it's cool.
I've been
Yeah.
to Branson.
Well, I love it. You sound like you're from Branson a little bit. I love that
Branson's
accent.
amazing.
Yeah.
We go to
it's
Branson every
Tennessee.
year for Christmas. So
Oh, you
we
go to
love it.
Branson every year for Christmas?
We do, yeah, especially because we want to see the Silver Dollar City lights.
Yes.
Because then I'm like, I feel like I have gotten my fill of Christmas lights, which isn't like a real thing, but I love to, yeah, we love going. We go every year.
Well, it's so funny because people are like, "Oh, you live in Missouri, you must go to Branson a lot." It's like I could go to another state before I could get to Branson,
Really?
where I
Wow.
live.
You're like
Yeah,
that
I'm not
high.
close to
Okay.
Branson.
Yeah. When you were talking about it, I was like, I'm pretty sure those are pretty high north, but I don't know Missouri well enough. But I know the ones that are pretty southern because we used to live rather close to the Missouri border. Like, well,
I'm
2
smack in
hours
the
away.
center, but Missouri is a big state. I'm
Yeah.
right in Missouri, Mississippi River, where they meet.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like,
that's kind of where we're at.
Gotcha.
We're in the Missouri River.
oh my goodness. That's awesome. All right. And Maddie and y'all ladies are welcome to join us on Sundays. Just let me know and I'll send you links. The more booktubers, better. Oh, that is so stinking sweet. Thank you so much. I will definitely take you up on that at some point.
Me too.
Yeah, she is such a sweetheart. She wants
Yeah.
everybody to, she genuinely is the most genuine person I've ever met because
love
she wants everyone just to succeed, and there's room for everybody at her table. She's such a, I mean, we're besties, but we've never met in person.
I love that. I love it. I feel like I can say that about several people. It's like Amy, we talk a lot, and then Sam from A Spark of Sam, her and I have just connected. Every time she's on my channel, like we end up talking afterwards, like 2 hours, and it's like, oh, well, we had other things we need to do. This is my husband Cody. For those that don't know,
Hey, Cody.
he is a reader, as I have stated. So yeah, he'll be joining us a little bit. Sharon, it is 10:41 a.m. there. My goodness. She is from, okay, hold on. I just forgot where it was from.
Tasmania.
Thank
Tasmania.
you. I was like, tiramisu, and I was like, that's not it.
Tasmania.
That's in my head.
It sounds good.
I want to be from Tiramisu.
Like,
Yeah.
maybe that's why I'm thinking it, because it just kind of sounds good.
Somebody's on
That's
here
like the
from-
only way I eat coffee because I don't drink coffee, but I love it in desserts
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Well, I hate coffee too.
I love coffee.
Me too.
I
It's
get
like,
wired.
I love it. We've had to stop, or I've had to stop drinking it because it just does not agree with my body. And we're about to actually start the carnivore diet, which I'm not the most excited about. But Cody's
I am.
super excited because you pretty much just, it's very like keto,
It's meat.
except for like you just eat more meat than you would like dairies and things like that. Because we're just trying to get our bodies back to where they should be. That way I can start figuring out what's going on with it. So all that to say, I can't have coffee anymore either. And I am dreading it, but I'm like, okay, if Amy can survive without coffee, then maybe I can too. And now if Sonia can survive without coffee, I can do it.
Baby, Sonia is not surviving without coffee. No one would like me.
Oh, okay.
That is my personality pill.
Can you drink like hot tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hot
Yeah.
Hot
tea.
tea. I like hot tea. Like
Me
tea.
too.
I drink
So-
that more than I drink coffee.
Yeah.
But you have to know how to make it good. Because I used to drink it and I was like, this just tastes like dirty water. And then I realized that.
We're in the South. We do sweet
Right.
tea.
I was gonna say, oh, I knew Cody was gonna bring it up. I knew he was gonna bring it up. It feels like every time Amy's on here, we talk about sweet tea.
We do talk about sweet
We
tea.
don't mean to,
because I haven't had it that like proper. I've never been to like the South like that and had sweet tea.
Right.
So.
Right. And if you've never had it and you have it now, you will not like it. And I think that that's okay. But it's
okay.
just
Now you're in Oklahoma. Do Oklahoma folks do it with Karo syrup or do you do it with sugar?
No, we mainly do it with just sugar. Yes.
Okay.
Now there are those
Karo syrup in their sweet tea.
Oh, honey, that's a Southern thing.
Is it in Tennessee?
Oh, yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
I've never. It's just
Is
sugar
it flavored
a lot.
syrup?
I think
It's
the
Karo syrup, like
is
corn
more
syrup.
like South
Okay.
Louisiana, where they're French,
Oh, probably.
like deep South.
Deep South.
Yeah, my mom,
Vegan
my
French.
other mom lived in Georgia for several years, and I mean it's Karo syrup
I've
there.
never
And
heard that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
and I mean, you take a drink and you need a drink of water because you gotta wash it.
Yeah.
down.
No, thank you. Oh, yeah. Nope. Okay. Hello, Erica. Getting back on topic. You're reading The Spell Shop. That has such a gorgeous cover. I'm obsessed with it. It is such a cozy book with talking plants and animals.
I'm
I
in.
believe it is technically a fantasy, but only due to the plants and animals. Well, I'm sold because I love those two aspects of any book. And a talking plants, that just doesn't happen often. Yes, the last month of winter. Wow. We are currently sitting, I think we all stated that all of our states are about at 100 degrees. I think we're at 102 today. So we're ready for winter. But does it get really, really hot there too?
We're having a cold snap this week. We're supposed to be in the 80s.
Oh,
Thank
That's
you.
We had a cold snap. We had a cold snap last week.
Mulan.
95.
it. I love that.
Yeah, I'm a big Disney fan, so
Yeah,
got the.
I love that. It is a very cute mug. Grandma Susan always notices things like that, and I love it. Roller derby, that is so cool. Yep. By the way, Sonia did roller derby.
Oh, nice.
I know. Donna, this is my best friend. I absolutely adore her. She is awesome. And she's the one I read with on Sunday nights. And we're like, what should we do? So now we know what to do. You'll be reading Greco and not even going to try. Matalone Miracle. As soon as Victor and I finish this episode of Wheel of Time. Oh my goodness. Victor has also read all of Wheel of Time.
Shout out to my boy, Vicky boy.
That's Cody's best friend, in case y'all can't pick up on that.
Hey, guess what I'm reading tonight?
Wheel of Time. Oh, yeah. By the way, Cody, what are you reading tonight?
I'm reading The Gathering Storm.
Very cool.
Book 12.
My husband would enjoy that. My husband loves fantasy.
Trixie Coachin. It really is Maelstrom. Oh my goodness. Malmstrom. We often get mispronounced. I was going to say, yeah, because that's what I'm going to naturally want to call you when I see that. That is amazing, though. I have never in my life met someone with your last name.
Hey, I'll call you Kathleen.
You love Kristen Hanna. You agree she will rip your heart out and stomp it. Absolutely. And she is not remorseful about it at all. But her books are so good. Besides Sonia, I know you've read Kristen Hanna, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Have you, the other two, have you guys read any Kristen Hanna? No.
My
I'm
mother is
scared
a
now.
huge fan, so I think I've read one or two, but she, like I said, she's like Jodi Picoult. I have to have my therapist on speed dial.
Yes.
I can't.
Yes. So she wrote a lot of books, but the one that I read was The Nightingale.
Oh, yeah.
We went on a camping trip, and I'm over there sobbing my eyes out on our camping trip, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "It's just the book. It's fine." But it was so good.
That was a very emotional camping trip.
That was. We're not going to talk about it. All right. No problems hearing all of you. That's great. We must be like taking our time getting to you guys. I'm so sorry. Hello. You're reading Bittersweet Memories by oh my goodness. Katharina Mara tonight. Just started it last night. I have been so intrigued by that book. So I hope that you are enjoying it. I really want to read it. Maddie, do you do reading sprints every Tuesday? And is it always at the same time? Yep, pretty much. Last month I was a bit like off and on, but this month it's every Tuesday. And as far as I can see, it'll be the same next month and hopefully for the rest of the year until obviously around holidays it might be a little different. But yep, all the time it feels like. And then I also do them Thursday mornings, but those are reading sprints, but I use it as more of an accountability for my walking because I have a walking pad and I want to get certain steps in every day. So I do that, and then we switch into like reading and productivity after that. So you guys can join that too. Just me lurking around. I love it. I love it. I feel like Laura and I are very similar in that way. Saying hello and say, oh, Storm reads hello.
Oh, we got a bunch. That's 49 people.
I know. I'm so sorry if we're missing anybody. My goodness, so many awesome participants. Feels like old home week. Yes, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I love it. And hello, Tammy. Hi, Lily. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. You're reading The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Okay.
Riley Sager, that's the one you had me pick up.
Yes, and that is the one that Keisha's going to be, well, not that one, but she's reading Riley Sager. Yep, that one.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be my first Riley Sager, and I'm a little nervous because a lot of people are like, please don't let this make you hate his other books.
I loved that one. But you said this is going to be your first?
Yes. Yeah, I'm reading it for a book. And I'm like, now,
controversial.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the time to read his other books before then, so it's like, we're just jumping in. We're going for it. But
it's
I will.
A thriller, right?
Yeah.
Not a cozy.
Yeah.
Mystery.
So it's one of those that I'm like, I get real weird with thrillers, guys. Like every noise, I'm like, it's out to get me. And I will like call Cody and be. This is why I can't watch too much true crime because I love true crime. Like I feel like it's just in our female genetics for some reason. We just love us a good, true crime. But I will, if I watch too much, I will literally call Cody and be like, Cody, I hear this. Somebody's in our house. Like, so
I'll be home in a minute.
That's me.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's bad. So I'm hoping that this thriller doesn't do that to me, but it could. So, oh my goodness. How would y'all define cozy mysteries? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so Keisha, how would you describe a cozy mystery?
I think it's like a murder mystery, but the murder's not on page, and it oftentimes is set in a small town with characters that are typically really lovable, but not always. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't have the grit of like a thriller or a typical murder mystery. So.
Yeah. Amy, what would you add to that? Anything to?
Typically, depends who you ask, but amateur sleuth. I sometimes think like a very small town, like private investigator is okay, but not like a hard-boiled cop or like something like that.
Not a detective crime.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say if it is in a big city, like a small neighborhood or community-centric cozy. I've read one that was like within the little Caribbean neighborhood in like New York, and that still felt very cozy because it was kind of within just that neighborhood where everything took place.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that aspect, the small area.
Sonia, I would say that a cozy is, well, I know like the definitions if you're a cozy writer, how you're supposed to fit them in the frame. So it is definitely either a small town or a small community or found family, a circle of people. Yeah. You have an amateur sleuth or a sleuth who is not your typical sleuth. If it can be, they might be a PI, but they do things in an atypical sort of way. No violence or gore of any sort. There's no judgment, there's no big description of, things like, body parts or whatever. Yeah. And then usually they have some sort of theme or connectivity. So whether it's baking or whether it's knitting or whatever it is, it usually has some sort of theme. Mm-hmm. And they're usually no more than 300 to 400 pages.
Yeah, I would agree. I just want to say real quick, I'm sorry if y'all can hear my dog. She's literally right next to me, and she is like, she's our old dog, and she is just going crazy. And so she's like kind of like huffing at me. So I'm sorry if y'all can hear her.
You're good. Mine has been next to me the whole time trying to get me to play with her. So if y'all,
but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked because she does that every time you're on a sprint. I love it. All right. Well, Mom, I hope that explains a cozy mystery for you.
I would say there's literally, because you're in high fantasy like me, zero world building. And
not really.
10 characters.
Well,
that's about it.
That's true.
Yeah, it is very character driven, and any sort of building is community building more than world.
Yes.
Yeah, lots of town events.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I feel like it takes like the whole book, usually the whole first book, for you to finally have like, here's the whole connection of the town and the layout of it, instead of it being like, okay, let's describe that and then let's talk about the story afterwards. So that's, something.
And I would add, it's typically pretty clean. Like there's no language, there's no
cursing, there's no
nothing.
sex. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
I'm diving into the cozy.
Love
Madison
it.
Hannah has introduced me
Yep.
hardcore, and then
You found another one,
I found
Keisha.
a couple more
Just
now.
so you know.
Oh,
We
which
talked
one?
about- yeah, which one was it?
The one I just finished.
He was like,
was-
Maddie, you need to tell your friends I found another cozy mystery.
they're
And
good.
I'm like, "Ooh."
They're good.
Oh, yay! I love that.
Can't say.
He hated them during our marathon, but I think that was because he was reading so many books back to back
Yeah,
that it's like, they're
Hey,
probably
Yeah.
We won.
get burned out.
that is the sleuth. Like, you guys went hardcore. It was
The
crazy.
sleuth took it.
Yeah,
So-
it was crazy how many books you guys actually put in there. It was
There was
Wow.
Skeptic in Salem
Skeptic in Salem.
by Fiona Grace.
Okay, I don't know that
Awesome.
one.
I don't.
I don't know it either.
It was.
Ooh, I'll have to look
it was
into it.
good.
Yeah, but it's cozy mystery. It looks super cute, and I'm like,
It's
okay, we're
fun.
getting into like the fall
It's
time.
really good.
I think it would be perfect for that because it follows a witch, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or like someone
Yeah.
who wants to be a witch or something like that.
No, not
She's
really.
wearing a witch hat on the cover, so I don't know.
That's not her. Anyway.
Oh.
A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking
Oh yeah,
Yes.
by T. Kingfisher.
I want to read that.
Yes.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I have
Yeah.
not
I
read
loved it.
anything by
So-
Kingfisher, and I'm so
Yes.
upset about it. And Cody
Yeah.
keeps beating me to all these books.
And then
That's considered a cozy fantasy.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say I don't think that
okay.
one's mystery,
Well,
but
it's close enough.
yes,
It's
I mean,
cozy.
It's got cozy in it.
It's cozy somewhere. Cozy
Yeah.
adjacent.
It's under
Yeah.
1,000 pages, so it's not my kind of thing.
it's just a nibble of a book compared to his Wheel of Time.
But the one that got me into it was Up to No Gouda
Uh-huh.
by, I think Hannah's the one that told me about that one. That
Yeah.
was one of her favorites.
Yeah.
Up to
and
No
then he was
Gouda
like,
is by Linda Riley.
Yeah.
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 I'm
Yeah.
reading that this month. I'm excited.
Yeah.
The-
I still haven't
The
read
grilled cheese mysteries. I will warn you, get your bread, get your cheese,
it. You're
get your
gonna wanna-
butter.
Make
I'm
grilled cheese.
telling you, and if you're like, don't be doing no carnivore diet when you're reading it.
Oh.
You will pass out from desire of this grilled cheese sandwiches that they constantly talk about.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an issue with a lot of cozy mysteries. So
Mhm.
the Secret Book and Scone Society, I have never wanted a scone so bad in my life until I read
Yes.
that book, and I'm like, that's all I can think about right now, and this
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
What are you reading tonight?
I'm reading Emily Wilde. Yeah, the second one.
I've been snacking on
Fruit.
dark chocolate, like dried mango, all day because of this book. So, because it's got mango, mambo, and murder, which is what I'm reading, and I'm just like, mango.
So
Need it.
apparently another common theme with cozy mysteries is they make you want to eat food that you do
Yes.
not most likely possess in your house.
Yes.
So,
I've been reading cozy mysteries for 25 years. This is not an accident. These are cozy mysteries. This is what they do. Cody, I have a cozy mystery series for you. If you like Up to No Gouda, you will absolutely love the Karina Moss Cheese Shop mysteries.
Yes.
They are the
So good.
quintessential. You wanted to know what a cozy is? Read that.
okay.
It's quintessential.
Write that in the
cozy.
comments.
I
I
second that.
definitely will.
I'll forget.
I will do
Right.
that, or I will send it to Maddie.
There you go. Yeah, do
'cause
that.
I'll read it.
Because I'm like, I know this one, but I can't think of what it is. But I'm sure I've heard one of you guys talk about it.
Oh, I rave about it all the time.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Okay, we're gonna do just a couple more comments, and then we're gonna get started. There
There's
are
a
so
ton of
many people. I feel
comments.
terrible, just like stopping, and I don't want you
You can
guys to
just
think I don't
spend
see
a-
y'all.
Spend a day.
Didn't
just-
Hannah
Wait.
finally find a cozy that Cody loved? Yep, there we go. We just talked about it.
Yeah, they talking to her about it.
Oh, okay. JB Stanley. Now I'm forgetting what we were talking about with that.
That's Ellery Adams, the
Oh,
first,
Okay,
Supper Club
Gotcha.
Mysteries.
gotcha. And then Cody came in and he was responding.
Mhm.
Yep. Up to No Gouda, which
Yeah.
I haven't read.
It's good. You should.
Reading on a couple
Garbogus.
Garbogist books. I don't know who that is. The case of the music.
Garbogus is another readathon in August where people read garbage. like trashy romance.
Oh, I was
I
like,
would
what?
not want to put that together. I
There's
was
a reason we don't know what that is.
I have this image of someone sticking their head in a trash can. I was like, what?
They read like men's fiction, like the stuff that most people consider garbage.
Gotcha. I was like,
That's
that's
so
the saddest
fun.
last name. But okay, it's not. Okay. So The Case of the Musical Cow by
Earl Stanley Gardner.
Earl Stanley. Okay. See, Sonia, you just know it all, and I love it so much.
I do not want to be a know-it-all. You can tell me to shut up.
No, I love it because I'm like, I don't know who this is, but you do, so that's good. That's
There's
good.
some wisdom that comes with age.
We're saying hello. Well, and 25 years of reading cozy mysteries. My goodness. In CPR. Okay, Cody, talk.
She didn't believe that I would read. We never thought that I would ever read cozy mystery.
Yep.
So here we are. But I'm down for trying everything. That's what I tell everybody. You got to try it all.
We're saying
cozy mysteries get a bad rep. People think it's fluff, or they don't want to, or it's girl fiction or whatever. And it's really wholesome and fun, but murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like,
I found good and bad in all of them so
it's
far.
true.
Like I've read. We try to read all genres.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a high fantasy punk, or sci-fi punk. Like I like those, but I'll read it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all.
I'm the same.
Yeah, but I knew he would like cozy mysteries because he might not like me telling you guys this, but I'm going to tell you all this anyways. He does enjoy a good Hallmark movie.
Hello.
And so, like, when Christmas time comes around, he's like, "Do you have Hallmark movies?" Like,
we subscribe.
Brownie points.
I know. I'm like, you're the sweetest thing ever.
So I'm going to make a confession, and I hope you don't throw me out.
Oh no,
I do not like Hallmark. I don't like Hallmark.
That is so funny that you like
because you love the cozy
I love
mysteries.
cozy mysteries. I don't like Hallmark movies because I have a few reasons, and I don't want to harsh on anybody's, love of them.
Good.
But every Hallmark movie I've ever seen, everybody looks like they're carved out of cream cheese and they're perfect and everything.
Agreed.
And there's the I'm not a big romance person, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, me too.
Fair.
Now I do like the Hallmark mysteries. Like
that's
I
what
watch.
There you go.
I like those.
Yeah, I still haven't watched any of those, but my friend Donna and I are determined to actually start watching some of them because I mean a lot of them are based off of the books that we're reading, and I had no idea. So I'm very excited to read
the Aurora Tea Garden series. They do it, and I've read the series, but I think I like the movies better than the series, if that makes any sense. And that usually doesn't happen.
Right.
I mean, it's cheesy and corny. Don't get me wrong. It is not a serious mystery. It's it's Murder She Wrote isn't really a serious either. Right. So, and I love Murder She Wrote. So,
okay. All right, I'm going to answer this last one because we were talking about this. So, yes, it's Mermaid Siren. There you go, Sonia. To me, it feels like a David and Goliath so far. I'll keep you updated. There we go. That sounds cute. I'm excited for that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into a sprint because we've been talking for almost an hour, which is just shocking to me. There were just so many comments. So please know I will be picking back up where we left off. So we're going to get into our reading, and we're going to do do you guys want to do like an hour-long sprint? Does that work for the three of you guys?
Whatever you would like is fine.
Yeah. Okay, well, I say hour-long. We're going to go to the 30 just because it's a whole lot easier to remember than go to the 24. So we're going to say go to the 30, so we'll come back at the 30 for any of you guys that don't know. That just means basically in an hour. All right, I'll put it on the bottom. I'll get our ambiance going, and we will see you guys back in an hour. All right, Perfect. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hello. Did you guys have a good reading spring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sonia, how was it for you?
It was good, except I totally read something that I didn't tell you I was reading, so I lied. Sorry.
What did you end up reading?
Well, I've started The Kitchen Front by Jennifer Ryan, and Laura wants to read it too. So I thought, well, if I can get it finished, then I can hand it off to her. So, and I am enjoying it.
Okay, and Keisha, how about you?
I read 56 pages of The House Across the Lake,
There you go.
and I don't know if I'm in the mood for it, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue it or not, but
Gotcha.
Keisha, do you find that you're a mood reader?
oh yeah,
Same.
for sure.
And
like
as you can tell, my mood changed within an hour.
Yeah, but I try. Like, I'm a mood reader, but I'm also a planner, so they conflict a lot because I feel like I have to stick to the TBR I set for myself each month, and so I'm like forcing myself to read. And I'm like, why do you do this? You know, you're not in the mood. So
yeah. Yeah, I always feel like setting a TBR at the beginning of the month, like as fun as it is, because then you kind of get to see like, you know, what you're going to be reading for the month. It is also like when you're hardcore wanting to mood read, you're just like, oh, well, no TBR.
I feel like I just set up myself for failure if I have a TBR. It's like, forget it.
I just enjoy like recording them and doing them, like, and they're my favorite to watch. But I'm like, but you don't have to stick to it just because you say you're going to read it.
It's inspirational.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pile of possibilities.
Yes.
I like doing the seasonal ones because then it's a little like I have 3 months to read whatever's on the TBR then.
That's good.
That's true. That's actually probably a good thing, a good way of looking at it. Because I know for me, it's like, okay, well, I have my books for August, but then the more like we talk about other books, I want to read those books instead, you know, and especially as like we're starting to, I'm definitely like excited for fall, even though it doesn't start until September. I am just way more excited for it. And so I want to start reading those books, but I don't have those on my TBR because I did not put them on my cart because I was like, I made my cart in summer, you know, so I was thinking summertime. So oh, well.
Amy, have you decorated for fall? You said the last time we had chatted that you are ready to decorate for fall. You got it out.
I'm currently filming a cozy fall reading vlog, and it's gonna go up like mid-August, and I'm just like, I don't care. It's August. It's fall in my head, and that's all that I'm living it. So
yeah. How was your reading, Amy?
Good. I'm on page 200 of Mango, Mambo, and Murder, and I'm really liking it. I really like Miriam as a character. Yeah. Her husband and mother-in-law are driving me crazy still. But I was warned about that going into the series, that the mother-in-law is a little overbearing, if you will. She's a bit intense. But I really like it, and I made mac and cheese on the stove. Because it's earlier here. I know that's very shocking. I make that almost every week. I know that's like, I love cheese. And then I've been
French toast.
These dark chocolate mangoes.
Those are so good.
They are. I just had to have that as like my snack.
I've never heard that which makes sense though. Like there's dark chocolate covered like everything. I just never thought about the mangoes, but I bet that's good.
It's really good.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Let me see, where am I at now? I am at 199, and I started, honestly, I don't really know where I started because I was listening to audiobook earlier, and then I just continued, and then I was trying to figure out where we were at, and I had no idea because the title that they were giving for like where you are on the audiobook is not the same in the actual book. So I was just like, we're just going to have to wait until she says something that obviously is pointing out where we're at. So I don't really know where I started off, but making my way through, getting the book done, which is great. Still loving it. We had some lunch or some dinner as well. Yep. Cody, how did you do with your reading?
I didn't read.
He did not read, so he has no update. He did take a shower.
I'm tired.
Productive sprint.
Yeah. He had a productive sprint, which was good. It was good. Okay, so I'm trying to see, where did I leave off earlier? We talked about Mermaid and Siren. There we go. So I think we're about here. Okay, I love Murder, She Wrote. Yep, we do as well. It's been a long time, though, since I've actually watched one of those shows. It's probably been about 4 years. I'm pretty sure I was pregnant the last time. Hello, thank you so much. Amy Marie is so awesome. I completely agree. I am a huge fangirl of hers.
Me too. Me too.
I feel like that about all three of you guys, though. Love me some Branson. Amen. There's just something about it. We love it. We actually went there a couple weeks ago. We actually went to a city close to it, and then we were like, I mean, we're so close, we might as well just drive an extra 30 minutes and go to Branson. So we did.
Cody, are you wearing a 7 Brew shirt?
Represent.
Yep.
We love 7 Brew.
So do I.
It's pretty bad. It's gotten to the point where we will not go to any other coffee place except for 7 Brew.
I've never had 7 Brew before.
Do you have one around you?
Oh, yeah,
I don't think so. I'll have to find one. I'll have to look and
It
see.
started as a small business in Fayetteville,
in Arkansas,
in Northwest Arkansas. And I think they had 2 shops, and now it's just
they're sprouting around in the St. Louis area right now. So it's like a new one is going in quite frequently. I'm only about 45 minutes from the St. Louis area, so that's where we go if you go do something that's outside in the city. But we have about 14,000 people here in our town, and we have 8 coffee shops.
Wow,
we're real serious about our coffee shop.
Yeah, sounds like it.
That, and then we have 14 wineries too. So
well, there you go.
For everybody can be happy there. Amy, have you ever heard of 7 Brew?
Nope.
Your face.
I don't know if we have those.
So it's a wonderful little place because it's all drive-through. So there's no going in for your coffee or anything like that. And they have their drinks that are specifically theirs. And what I love is that while you might be spending, like $6 or $7 on a large coffee, they are large. Like there's a lot in them. And then he gets coffee, and I get something called. He gets energy drinks now. So we both do that because coffee was making my stomach and everything hurt. So I switched to non-dairy, and then it's like, I don't like the alternatives with coffee, so I switched to energy. So I get this one called Pink Mermaid, and it's like strawberry, watermelon kind of flavoring, and then you get 2 scoops of white chocolate in it, and so it's a powder, not a syrup, and it is so good. I'm obsessed. So if
that's what my niece gets. My niece lives near one, and that's her favorite drink. That's what she gets every time.
Yep. Whenever we go, we don't have one around us. The closest one is about 30 minutes away. So when we go, that's what I always get. It's just so good. Okay, so Branson at Christmas is amazing. Yep, absolutely love it.
We love that shop, Kringles.
Yes. Kringles in Branson.
It's
year-round Christmas. Love it.
Well, if you are a big fan of Christmas and you want to go to a Christmas town, if you go to Frankenmuth, Michigan, there is a place there called Bronner's. It is the size of 4 football fields and is the largest Christmas store in the world. We went there last September, and my mouth hit the ground.
I'm intrigued.
I need you to send that to my wife.
He's going to make a list of stuff for you to text me.
I think Cody and I might be best friends by the end of this.
Probably. I love it. Okay, and then Wheel of Time. She's watching it. She hasn't read it. We will not be starting those books until January. So that's going to be Donna's and my buddy read next year. It's worth the drive, Sonia, although we call it still your Dollar City because it's expensive. That is very true. That is true. You pay to get in, and then you enjoy the lights, and then you go eat somewhere else because it is very expensive there.
Yes.
Yep.
It's an experience. If nobody's ever done it, save up the money and spend the money. But
when I was young, Silver Dollar City was more about like glass blowing and artisan and making things like whittling and all of that sort of thing. It's changed a great deal.
Yeah.
Now it's rides.
Yeah, and I don't like rides like that. I don't do roller coasters, and Cody goes, and so I'm the bag holder. I'm okay with that, but I am the bag holder.
But the best part is where they make the taffy or the hard candy and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. So, Amy, I'm assuming you've also never been to Silver Dollar City.
Okay, I'm all the way over in the Southwest. I feel like I don't know any of the references. What?
Do you know anything about Silver Dollar City?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, so it's basically like old time, like westernish town in a way. Like they built it. It's an amusement park, but it looks like a town. And then they have like lots of different stores and rides and things like that. And so there's like what Cody was talking about was there's like this one little building that's a taffy. Like they literally make their taffy there, their saltwater taffy. And so you can watch them do that. And then they have all different types of flavors. They have different shows that you can watch and things. And then whenever we say the Christmas lights, we mean like, what was the last time? Like 5 million?
2 or 5 million. I don't remember the last number.
If you go in the fall, they also have fall, like they have gourd statues and stuff. And I mean, they're huge. It's crazy incredible.
Yeah,
that sounds beautiful.
They had 300-pound pumpkins.
Yes.
300-pound pumpkins.
Yeah.
I didn't know they got that big.
I didn't
either. And then we went there and we're like, that's for real. This is awesome.
That's cool.
Anyway. Yeah. And Keisha, you have been?
Yeah, I haven't been since I was a kid. I think I was in elementary school. We went a few times.
It's changed a bit. It's changed a bit. It's
gotten I remember with it being more like the artisan stuff, like because I loved that. So
yeah, they
sounds
still
like
do
cozy
those.
Mystery.
It does, yes. And it's so much fun to go there because you just feel like you're in this small town, you know, and
it's themed. Like everyone's dressed up that works there.
Yes.
So it's almost like a Ren Fair, but like an old time.
It's like old time Dollywood almost.
Yeah.
It's like y'all have that, and then Tennessee has Dollywood. That's what I think. Like they're very similar.
Which I've never been to Dollywood. I do want to go one day.
Where did we go? We went to the Grand Ole Opry, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where that conference was?
Yeah.
Singing conference?
Mm-hmm. So you're an hour and a half from Branson. Silver Dollar City was our vacation fun growing up. Yep, it's about, 3 hours for us?
It's about 3 hours for me, too. 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a good little drive. And then, you're there for the weekend. So it's great. And then, what are you reading tonight? But you said you were reading Wheel of Time, but he also did not read. So he technically was lying. And the new Buc-ee's in Springfield. Oh my gosh, I love Buc-ee's.
They've got a Buc-ee's in Springfield?
They do. My niece goes to college in Springfield. That's where she lives, and they have a Buc-ee's there now.
It's a Texas thing, and it's supposed to be moving up through Arkansas to get to Springfield, and it got here.
Springfield has everything, though. They really do. They have a 7 Brew there, too. They have 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I can't say we had 2 7 Brews in the town we moved from. So, a little bougie there. That's all they really have.
It's the new Starbucks.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But Springfield also has Bass Pro Shop.
That's
true.
They
do.
And it's like huge.
Yeah. They also have Dole Whip stands. They have 4 of them in all points of Springfield.
Yeah.
And I took my husband there for his birthday last year, and we just kind of stayed the weekend and visited my niece. And we ate way too much Dole Whip.
Yeah.
We went to every park because they have a different flavor at every one.
Oh.
So each day we went and
That's cool. That's cool.
Is that the same as like at Disneyland? They have like the Dole Whip, like the ice cream.
I
love the pineapple one.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's the same company. It's actually like the Dole Whip that you would get in Disney, but not as far away or as expensive for me.
Well, I haven't had it from either place, so your mom has switched to mushroom coffee and actually really loves it. We were literally just talking about mushroom coffee.
I was just going to ask you about mushroom coffee. I have some. I've never tried it.
I've never tried it. Have either of you guys tried it?
Mm-mm.
My husband likes it, but I don't drink coffee, so I don't know.
That's fair. We've heard several people really like it, but then I've also heard the people that it's like, never. That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I hated it. It just tastes like dirt water. It's kind of coffee can sometimes taste like that too, though. Same here. Your dad's Starbucks order was 6 shots of espresso. I love herbal tea. I was gonna say that's like Cody.
Yeah. Where were we at when I got I think it was called like the Dead Eye or something like that.
It was Red Eye.
8 or 10.
I would be shaking. Like
I would not blink.
I think I'd die.
Yeah, I feel like
just
being
like
part
kill
of him, I was like, I have some side effects now for being that close to that much espresso.
Somewhere, and I needed some go-go, and they were like, "Hey, I got this Red Eye for you."
Yeah, and he drank it, and he was totally fine. But he's also someone who can drink coffee right before he goes to bed.
Yeah,
and he'll go to bed.
Yeah, my husband's like,
no. If I drink anything with caffeine after like 2 p.m., I'm up for the rest of the night. Basically, it's awful. It's awful. Earl Grey tea. Yep, is my coffee, and I'm in the South too, Cody. Sonia, we are all sugar. Yep.
That's funny.
That is
Same here.
I drink tea, just not often.
He does like
It may very well been a regional thing, like in the part of Georgia that I was in, you know, because I know a lot of people in Georgia are like, no, we're pure sugar. So, but I just thought that was the weirdest thing when I went to a few restaurants and I was like, what is this? And they're like, they put Cairo syrup in it.
Yeah.
In 45 minutes, we'll finish this conversation about tea.
Yeah. It always happens. We either talk about this or festivals on these sprints, guys. So buckle up. So
That's
she
right.
says sugar in Georgia as well for her. Never had tea with syrup. I haven't either, unless it's like, I mean, McDonald's, I'm pretty sure they don't actually use syrup because I don't know if you've had one that sits overnight and then you empty it out. It's gross. Just so y'all know. It's just best not to do that because you'll never drink it again. If only it was 80s here. Yeah, we had a high of 103 today. Same. It's awful.
I took off this week because it was supposed to be over 100 every day this week.
Yeah, and he works outside, so it's like we want you to survive. So just take this week off. Yeah.
I'm going vacation.
Book 12, so close to the end. You're only on 4. I'm pretty sure I heard you talking about this on one of the sprints too that you were doing
a couple sprints ago, and she was just getting started on it. Yeah, it's 4, 5, 6 is great. 7, power for it. It's boring. A lot of politics in 6, 7, and 8.
You could literally sit and talk about Wheel of Time.
Get out of 6, 7, and 8. Power through them.
So we just keep going.
You
have 4 Kristen Hannahs on your shelves, unread, you might add. They're very good, but just right here, this is exactly what I feel like. I refuse to read Kristen Hannah after Nightingale. Too many tears. I feel that so strongly, but I'm also like, I loved it so much. I do want to read some more. We're saying hello. Oh, no. Don't judge Riley Sager based off that book. House Across the Lake isn't one of his best. That is what I've been hearing. So I'm trying really hard to just remember that whenever I go into this, because I feel like I have a lot of expectations because a lot of people love Riley Sager.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my first one, but that's okay. You feel me? My threshold for scary is It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Oh my goodness.
She's not lying.
I feel that. So I'm interested, which is weird because I do enjoy some thriller books. I really do. Yeah, and we did love that question, Mom, talking about cozy mysteries. Cody, Fiona Grace also has a beachfront bakery cozy mystery series that is really fun.
Okay.
I haven't heard of that one, I don't think. Have you guys? I was like, Sonia probably has.
I want to Google it.
Yeah.
I think I can see like I can see the cover. I think I know which one she's talking about, but I haven't read it.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is. The Fiona Grace sounds
cute.
very familiar.
Yeah, that's the one that
It's Killer Cupcake.
wrote.
Oh,
The Murderous Macaroon.
Yeah, she's the
Okay.
one that wrote the one I read.
That sounds cute. That sounds cute. Wait, what is that title? Wizard's Guide. I'm pretty sure somebody ended up
Not the
answering.
Wizard's Guide.
I need to look this up. Okay, Cody ended up answering that one. Listen to Boys in the Boat. You also answered that, which if you guys haven't read that, that is a wonderful book. The Boys in the Boat is actually a nonfiction, and it is about some of the boys that we sent to the Olympics for rowing, and it was wonderful.
In Germany.
Yeah, in Germany during the time of Hitler's reign, and it was good. The book or the movie is good, but the book is so much better,
Really, really good.
as usual. Grilled cheese cozy mystery series. Get your grilled cheese supplies, all you need, and some jam of some kind. Absolutely. Cheese Shop is one of my favorite series of all time. Book 1, Cheddar Off Dead by. Oh, hey, I have that one.
Yeah, we get that.
I have that, and I can read it eventually, but not yet. That was actually the first one. I know. It was the first one I picked up when I realized my mistake of believing that cozy mysteries weren't that size. I don't know why I thought. Also, I want to apologize real fast. I didn't realize until Cody was like, he got on the sprint while we were on like our sprint. He was on his phone and he was like turning up the volume, and I'm over there looking. I was like, what is he doing? He's like, I don't hear anything. I'm like, oh yeah, I completely forgot to turn the music on for you guys. And then I was like, at this point, if I turn it on, it's going to scare people. So I'm not going to do that. This next go around, there will be music, so be prepared. I completely forgot. I'm sorry, guys. So it's 9:30 there, and it's pumpkin time for me. I'm off to bed. This was so fun, and we'll be back. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Okay. Also, Diane Kelly, Mountain Lodge series is amazing.
That's for Cody.
Oh, okay. That's the one you're telling us.
Oh, you skipped the. Oh, okay.
Hi, friends. So late because you lost track of time as I had the house to myself. Woo! Well, the cat was driving me crazy, and the dogs got lost in my brain for a bit. Hey, that's okay. So happy that you were here.
Okay, nice to see you.
Remember to hydrate and hug the like button. We always appreciate that. And then saying hello to Sonia. Hello, Christina. Read 77 pages. Oh, you went with the housemaid secret and grabbed a bowl of cookies and cream ice cream for this chatty bit. I actually do not like cookies and cream ice cream. I know.
I don't either.
Secret, the second one.
It's the third one. I know. No.
Oh, did you see my recent vlog? I made cookies and cream blondies.
I know, and those look good.
Those look good.
I don't know why. I don't love cookies and cream, even though like I love Oreos, like anything along those lines. But for some reason, there's something about cookies and cream.
I feel the same way. I don't know. I don't care for it either. And I love ice cream. I am an equal opportunity ice cream eater, but I do not care for cookies and cream.
Yeah. Okay, Keisha, do you like cookies and cream?
I'm indifferent. Like I don't eat ice cream a ton, so it's probably not the one I would grab if I was gonna eat ice cream. But I don't hate it.
What is
so.
the one that you have to have?
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't know. I mean, like if I had all the options, it would be coffee ice cream. Because it's so good. But I mean, like I don't know, that or like Rocky Road or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So have you seen where they do the coffee on the ice cream? Like they just take homemade vanilla ice cream or
like
the espresso on it.
Yes.
That's it.
There is a place in St. Louis called Mocha Bees.
Yeah.
They do that. They've done it for years, and it is delicious.
Wow.
So good.
That's not something I'll do.
I
Only
like
one
mint
chapter.
chocolate chip. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Mint chocolate chip
I like that too.
and black
I
walnut.
like classic chocolate usually, or like I love a fruity sorbet. I think like lemon sorbet is really good. But I do love cookies and cream. It's not my like number one, but it's definitely like top 3 ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's not mine, but if I was to get any ice cream, probably butter pecan. I love butter pecan.
I love butter pecan too.
Yeah. So Jennifer, you only did 1 chapter, but you did edit and schedule your July wrap-up video. Hey, that is great.
Nice.
I was supposed to release mine yesterday, but then my video for Friday would not upload all weekend. And so I was like, okay, it's just going to be really late on Monday. So now I'm behind.
Basic internet issues.
Yep. Living on a boat can sometimes bite you in the butt. I read 60 pages, only have about 100 pages left. You'll finish this tonight. Good job. Speaking of coffee. Coffee beans and reading things. I love it. I love it. And then Christina's saying hello to Keisha and Amy. You got 0 reading done and ended up chatting with my husband. Hey, that is okay. That is still time well spent. You're on the last chapter. You're going to get it finished so soon. Saying hello. April, you read 40 pages in Crown of Midnight and started a load of laundry. See, you were productive and reading. That's wonderful. You spent some time with your hubby after you got home, then read 42 pages of The Summer of Yes. You're loving it. Oh, that's so good.
I heard a lot about The Summer of Yes. Is that like a big thing going on right now?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I read an article. I don't remember what I was on now. They're like, oh, this is a must read.
Everybody's loved it so far.
Yes,
Yeah.
they can read it.
Do you have Cold Stone's Creamery out there in the South?
Yes.
Okay. Because I love
It's
that.
like we don't have one close to us, but we know of it.
We have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, but we didn't.
That's my
I
favorite.
feel like I see them at the beach more than I see them around where I live. So
Really?
They seem to be in malls. Like almost all the malls are dead, but
yeah.
when malls were malling,
Yeah, I
there
remember.
was, they tend to be more in malls, but we have some Cold Stones.
Yeah.
We used to have Marble Slab is what we had. I don't know if that was like a chain or not, but that was.
Yeah. Now we just have like one of our favorite places to get ice cream is actually this Mexican ice cream place.
Yeah.
And they have, this is going to sound super gross. Two of our favorite flavors is avocado ice cream and then corn ice cream.
That's so interesting.
I know.
Hey.
Yeah.
I've
the
had
first
corn
time I
ice
heard that, I
cream
was like,
before.
I know. Shockingly, it's like, oh, I actually like this. Who
Y'all's
knew?
reaction was slick.
Amy's like, huh.
Yeah, she's like, huh.
Yeah.
I would try.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would try it, but
Try. If you guys are ever somewhere where they have corn ice cream,
Yeah.
definitely give it a try. Maybe have someone else order it and then you just try theirs.
Yeah.
In case you don't like it, that's what I made us do. And then I ended up liking
Usually
Cody's.
they'll let you
But
try it before you buy it.
yeah, it's really good. It's sweet. It's not. It doesn't taste like corn.
So if you go through and try all of them, then you don't have to buy any ice cream.
There you go.
life hack.
I read 23 pages in Beyond Ivy Walls, but I was also picking up my kids from VBS and editing my video for Thursday. Yep, man.
VBS.
Yeah, Piper went to VBS and the end of June, and she is still to this day singing the songs every single day, which is super sweet. But I'm like, we're over a month out, and it's the same song. So that's okay. It's sweet. I know one day I'll miss it, so I'm happy for it now. Good evening. Just joined mid-sprint. Hope I didn't miss them all. You did manage to get 15 pages in the last 20. So there you go. You did not miss. You just missed one, and that's okay. We're going to do at least one more. You're a mood reader. TBRs don't work for me. Yeah. I go back and forth. And I think I'm just like Keisha. I like to film them. They're so much fun to film.
They're fun.
And I love watching other people do. And I love what you have started doing on yours, Keisha.
Thanks.
Explain to others what you do on yours, those that haven't watched.
So I started just this month a new TBR game because I see everybody play different ones and I'm like, I really want to do one. And I like the idea of a TBR jar, but I wanted it to be different. And so I did like little treasure chests and I painted each one to go with a different category. So I draw like an emoji prompt and I draw a seasonal prompt and then a genre prompt and phone a friend. And so those are like 4. I still want to pick some on my own. I can't do it where it's just all from prompts, but it's really fun. So I like the surprise of it.
Yeah, it was fun. So cute. It's so cute. I love all the little boxes. You're so dedicated to paint all the boxes.
I like doing crafty things. So
yeah, I like the idea and then I like starting them and I don't like to finish them because it's usually like, wow, this is way more labor intensive than I thought it was going to be. So that's okay. But yours is super cute. I really enjoyed it. You're on page 69 of 197 of The Case of the Musical Cow. I hope that you're enjoying that. That sounds very interesting to me. I don't know anything about it, though. Managed 19 pages of Thursday Murder Club, but had a call from your mom. So you only got to read about 15 minutes. Hey, that's okay. You still did good. You know, progress is progress. Yeah, Donna, you have a TBR, but I have no problem replacing them if they look dumb after a while or bumping them for Maddie's Glorious Collection. It's like... Guys, if y'all watch my videos back to back, especially me talking about videos, you will hear me almost in every single episode. I didn't realize it until the other day when I said it, and I was like, how often have I said this? And I went and checked. Almost every single video, I'm like, I don't have this book because I let my best friend borrow it. Almost every single time. Because when I'm done reading a book, I'm like, hey, we live on a boat. We don't have a lot of space. So Donna will like this. And so I make either Donna or my mom take one of the copies. And then later on, I'm like, I probably should have kept this at least for a month because I have to record. And I know these things, but I forget in the moment. And I'm just so excited to get my books out. So anyways, yes, Donna does slightly have a TBR, but it's mainly whatever Maddie gives her. You got to chapter 50 and binding chapter 50. Wow. But that's a big book.
They're short chapters.
Oh yeah, and only have 154 pages left. It is so funny whenever it's like I only have 154 pages left because that is a big book. I don't remember how big.
Yeah,
but
do any of y'all like?
It's definitely a doorstop.
Bigger books, like hefty.
Not often.
Not often.
I was gonna say it depends. I was gonna say probably not. We all read cozy mysteries, and we just stated that they're pretty much all.
I mean, I've read all of Tolkien's work. And I mean, those are chunkers. I would read Game of Thrones if he would write the last darn book.
Yeah.
I don't want to start it and not finish it. I don't know. You just asked that. I'm looking through my reading journal to see if I have anything that's big pages, and I don't think so. Most of mine are 300 or 400.
It's been a bit. Well,
yeah.
I say that. I read
The longest
Play, and that was a pretty big one. What about your?
The longest books I've read were the ACOTAR series. That was the longest that I've read. So.
And about how big are those? Like 600?
Yeah, somewhere around that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know they were the longest because when I was reading them, I was like, oh, there's a lot of pages, but it didn't feel like it. That's where you know it's a good book.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. When you're
I'm bad about binging series though, so it's like I've read a great big book. You know, if there's 7 or 8 books in a series, and I binge it from beginning to end.
That counts.
And that to me should be a book.
Yeah. And I know, especially with cozy mysteries, there are some that have so many. And so, like, by the time you get to the last one, you're like, guys.
Well, when you have 36 books that are, 150 pages, that's a lot.
Well, okay, but cozy mysteries are more than 150 pages. Like, give us our due diligence. They're at least 300, okay?
300.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to catch up on the Two-Shot Mystery series.
Yes. That's the one I always think about because I had a video about it and then I didn't realize how many were in there. And Amy's like, yeah, there's like 18. And I'm like, oh.
I think it's in the 20s. I'm like, it's insane. Like, I can't do it.
I don't want to talk about all of the mystery series that I need to catch up on.
Your journals are so cute too.
Thank you.
I love them. Do either of you
I
guys
haven't started one for 2024 this year because I started a YouTube channel and that takes all my time.
Yeah. I do it, but I haven't done anything like with it. So I plan on doing that down the road maybe. Do you guys do any of the reading journaling?
Yeah, I bullet journal, so it's a little bit of both. Okay. But yeah, I draw a lot in mine.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean, most of mine is drawing and making it cute more than writing.
Yeah. Amy, do you do one?
I recently started one for fall because I figure this way I can test it. And then if I love it, I can invest in like a really nice one for January, like start off the year right. It's like my tester.
I love
One of the reasons that I love journaling is because when I meet authors, I bring my journal with me and then they sign the pages. So it's like all of that, like Diane Kelly. I don't know if you can tell there, but Diane Kelly signed this one. Karina Moss, Vivian Chen, and in November, St. Louis is doing another. There'll be more authors. So I'm bringing. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of cool to have it all in one space for somebody who, I'm not a book collector. I don't keep a lot of books. So this is like my compact way. And they're so flattered because it's an artwork piece, I guess. For me, it's just me throwing a bunch of garbage on a paper. But to them, they think it's I mean, I realize there's no rhyme or reason when I'm doing it. I'm just kind of going as I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And they get so like Diane Kelly teared up when she saw it. And I know she made me cry because people don't cry alone in my presence. But
no, that's so sweet.
It was very sweet. But it is kind of neat when I can say, hey, I met Karina Moss. She signed my book.
That's so cool.
That's
such a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. I never would have thought of that, but I love it. That's so wonderful.
Well, it keeps you too. I mean, I went with Laura to see Catherine Center, who wrote the Romantics, the rom-commers.
Yeah.
And it's not my thing, but she wanted somebody to go with her, and I was like, I like to meet authors, and I know I know a lot of people at the St. Louis Public Library, and we sat like 2.5, 3 hours, and there were some people that had 6 and 8 books to be signed, and I mean, they're sitting there holding on to them, and I'm like, I am so glad I just have a journal.
Yep. Wow. That's such a cool idea, though. I really like that.
Wow. I might need to try that. That's cool.
Right? So you started doing monthly TBRs with between 6 to 8 books. You don't have a channel, but you like doing TBRs because it stops me from trying to decide what to read. Yeah. Sometimes it can just be really overwhelming, which is why I'm really thankful that I did finally switch to a TBR cart, which I never, ever thought I would do. But I am very thankful for that because I have a tendency of like, well, there's so many books. I either forget what I want to read or I just become very overwhelmed. And then I end up getting a book from the library and it's like, well, that's definitely not helping dwindle down your shelves. So.
Well, if you just read big series, you don't have to worry about What's next?
Guys, he wants me to read Wheel of Time
I am so excited.
bad.
Wheel of Time, Way of Kings. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
I've only read one Brandon Sanderson,
Yeah.
and it's because Maddie made me. But I really enjoyed it.
Here, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with them, but just not my cup of tea, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
you never know.
But have you read Trust of the Emerald Sea?
No, but I'm not like a huge fantasy reader. Like I like some YA romantasy, and that's kind of where I stick. I don't like world building.
Yeah.
So I just don't think I
Well,
would enjoy.
Let me sell
read
you on Trust real quick. So
Trust.
Trust is like a cozy fantasy, I would say.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
I love like this. She collects teacups. It's the cutest thing in the world. And it's actually a really fast read.
I'm not a big fairy tale girl, and from what
Yeah.
I've heard of that, like I don't think I would like it.
That's fair.
Jordan was
I would
reading
agree.
it, talking about it, and I was like, I don't think that's my thing.
That's fair.
But I'm
It's not
glad
for
you love
everybody. It's not for everybody.
But you never know until you try.
That's true.
That's
I
true.
know a lot of people that would have never tried sci-fi until I mentioned Skyward.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Now we have
sci-fi,
Several that
Speaking of
like.
sci-fi, uh-oh.
have you read this?
No, but I've heard so many good things about that.
Yeah.
And I would have never in a million years put that in the sci-fi category until
Me
I don't
either.
remember who. Someone talked about that not too long ago.
It's time travel.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And she lives in modern times and gets sucked into the Civil War. And then she gets pushed back into modern times and then sucked into the Civil War. And I've not read this yet, but the person I got this from a free little library or something, but they notated it. So I read the notations and I was like, I have to read this. I have to read this.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's
That's awesome.
I love that.
And I love sci-fi.
yeah. I like.
I'm a
all
hit or
of it.
miss.
Like I said, there's some in. I can find something to enjoy in all genres.
Me too.
So
All right, and then Laura said, "You're done editing your video. Congratulations. I know that can sometimes just be a chore. It just depends." Yeah. And read a little bit of They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I don't usually love YA, but I like this book a lot so far. I've heard really good things about that one too. I haven't picked it up. And you have a Seven Brew in your town. See?
sweet.
It's so good. We're all now back to Seven Brew. You have never been to Seven Brew, and I don't think we have one around me. I have been seeing all of their coffee making on TikTok. Yeah, that's where not TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but I found the drink that I always get on one of those like things.
Secrets.
Yeah, secret
whatever.
menus or something like that. Loved it. You had Seven Brew. You were in St. Louis area in May. You got the German chocolate frap, and it was so good.
Interesting.
Ooh.
I've had that. It is tasty.
Yeah, that just sounds like my stomach's not gonna like that at all. Seven
Sounds
Brew,
decadent.
right? It's like it sounds good, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna regret that one. Frankenmuth Bronner's is so cool. We took our youngest there, and he said, "Look, it's the North Pole," and that is what it looks like. Oh my
That's
goodness,
fantastic.
that makes me really want to go because I
Okay,
love
so
Christmas
That's
stuff
what.
like
That's what. That's the name of the town.
Mhm.
Frankenmuth, Michigan.
Frankenmuth. Okay.
that. Oh my goodness. The glass blowing and candle making. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Candle making is what I remember loving most. Yep, they do that at Silver Dollar
They have
City,
the
and so it's so
iron
much fun.
working. So you were saying the saltwater taffy, but I was actually talking about the hard candy. Where
Oh, they also have a candy maker
the
shop.
actual like
Mhm.
whatever it was.
Where they
Yeah.
they stretch the hard candy out and then roll
Yeah.
it. And,
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I
Is there a
forgot.
chocolate shop?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Right next door to it,
Yep,
yeah.
all homemade.
and it's amazing.
Yeah, and they also have like a little mini Build-A-Bear. It's not Build-A-Bear, but it's the same concept.
Yeah,
With like their own animals and stuff. It's super cute. We get Piper one every year. It's fun.
it's a blast.
Yeah. You had a friend in college whose aunt made fudge at Silver Dollar City. Wow. Okay. I've
Yes.
literally never met
She was
somebody
one
who
of my
works there.
favorite people. I'm sure.
I've never been there myself, but apparently the fudge is amazing. I don't like fudge, but Cody loves it, and he does like it.
I love
will
fudge.
eat these
Yeah.
things, okay?
Okay, Cody, if you go to Frankenmuth, Michigan, then you're going to have to go to Mackinac Island because that's where all the fudge shops are at.
Okay. Sounds like I need to.
You need a vacation.
Vacation.
Right. Funny story. Hubby had a taco for supper, and he put Taco Bell fire sauce on it. but when he ate it, he realized it was ketchup. Oh my goodness. Oh, that sounds like something I would 100%.
Ketchup?
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
How funny. You'll be jumping off. Work comes early. That's all right. Thank you for the sprints. You're very welcome, and I hope you have a good night. And we do have a Cold Stone in Fort Smith now.
Yes.
Fort Smith's where we moved from, so that's what we were talking about. Longest book for you was It by Stephen King, 1,067 pages. That is 1,067 pages. I promise I will never read.
I read that my senior year of high school, I think, senior year of high school. It was a door stopper.
I refuse. I legit have a extreme fear of clowns because when I was really young, my brother forced me to watch It, and literally the movie It. And from then on, I literally have like a visceral reaction whenever I see one. It's ridiculous. I'm 33 years old and a clown terrifies me, but it's true. So then if you guys remember, like, do y'all remember a couple years ago whenever there was this crazy craze of people dressing up like clowns and just standing places and like staring down people? Yes. It's terrifying.
They got shot.
Yeah, and so I'm like, see, this is why we're afraid of clowns, okay? Because legit nothing good comes from them. So
I grew up in the generation where clowns were cute and fun and whimsical, but I don't like a clown either. To me, they're creepy.
No.
My first memory of a clown was the ghost clown from Scooby-Doo, and he hypnotized them. And it's not the actual clown part, but the hypnotizing that freaks me out. So I had like nightmares about it as a child.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Keisha, do you like clowns at all?
I mean, I don't really like them. I wouldn't say I'm scared of them, but I don't prefer to be around them, I guess.
Yeah.
So do you feel that way about mimes too, or mimes are a no-go as well? And any kind of performance art where there's a white
I don't think mimes freak me out as much. But I guess I haven't really been around them a lot. But there is something about clowns. Like we watched, this is legitimately stupid. We watched Inside Out the other day, and I have seen this before. Yeah, and Cody was like, "This is the part that Maddie hates," and I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't hate any part of this movie." No. The part where he was trapped on top of the clown's tummy, I legit was like, "No, I do hate this. I hate this," but I had blocked it from my memory because I hated it so much. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like it's a cartoon. So I will not read that book. Cody would love it.
I've read it. I've read most of Stephen King in college, high school, college.
Yeah.
Like same. Christine was one of my favorites.
Same. I loved Christine.
Oh,
haven't read any of them.
Man.
I would say Christine and Misery were probably my two favorites.
All of them.
Yeah, and he has a lot of them.
Was really good.
Thinner. I loved Thinner.
Oh, so good.
And the other three of us are like, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Some of his newer stuff has gotten so wild with the language. What would we try? Fairy tale? I tried to read Fairy Tale, and like the first couple of sentences was just.
My nephew had that was his book that he had to read for the summer for school was Fairy Tale by Stephen King.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Wow. And they go to a Catholic. They go to a Catholic school.
Because it was like GD the first sentence. Like I stopped reading it.
I went through a Stephen King phase after my V.C. Andrews phase, where I was reading way too young. So probably 14, 15 was when I was reading Stephen King.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, some of his older stuff, I don't remember it being as language filled, especially for that writing time. You didn't. I mean, you didn't write that as bad as they did, I guess. Anyway, we're way off.
So you're working on your 6th book of the year that is over 400 pages. So like reading this or like writing this, because if you're able to write 6 books in 1 year that are over 400 pages, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. So heading to bed. Good night. Good night. And you can watch them make the fudge. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yum.
Victor is fine-tuning your armor, Cody. So my friend Donna's husband, Victor, is making Cody legit armor that has like
Yes.
coyote fur on it and stuff because they want us to go to a Renaissance fair with them.
Well, this is not for the Renaissance Fair. This is for our bear hunting trip.
Oh, that's news. I had no idea about that.
Well, it's
so there you go.
hunting this year.
Yeah.
Do you do like? Is it called thwarping? I think it's called thwarping, something.
Live action role playing.
Yes.
No, we don't. But I think Cody would thrive in
I would
that
be
if he
way
could.
too serious.
Yeah, he and Victor actually did a battle at the Renaissance Fair we went to a while back. It was pretty interesting. It's like them being.
I love the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
I've never been.
Mackinac and Frankenmuth. Is that how you say it? Muth?
Frankenmuth.
Muth. Okay.
Yeah.
Are amazing. Okay, so that's multiple people who are like, you need to go. So we will.
Go eat at Old Bavarian Inn. It's you have a 6-course German meal served in German like clothing and.
That's pretty awesome.
And they have a glockenspiel, which I think there's only 3 in the United States. They have a glockenspiel that does an actual performance in the inn, like up top with the little creatures that come out, the clockwork creatures and stuff. It's very cool. Very cool.
It's so interesting.
Oh, Sharon.
Believe me, it was 1,067 pages I will never read again, ever.
That's funny.
Yep.
Because of the clown or what, Sharon?
Just not into it. You like Misery Dinner, Storm of the Century, Bag of Bones. There you go.
Yeah, he had some
Fairy Tale was good. Not a Normal King, though. It was sort of a retelling of Wizard of Oz. That's what I heard, and so I was really interested in it. I just haven't ever picked it up. Yeah. You read The Dead Zone and The Shining and loved those. Nope, still books I won't read. But I'm so happy that there are people out there who read his books and that enjoy them. Reading this, you're pretty sure you're still writing the first 80 pages of a book you started 12 years ago. You know, I feel about the same, buddy.
It takes time.
It was good, except that one part that was left out of the movies, which is a very good thing. No, I don't know anything about those, and I don't want to. By the way, watching them make fudge can be dangerous as it smells so good. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Bring your fat pants and your big wallet.
Yeah.
I want peanut butter fudge so bad now.
Oh, nope. That's just I love that other people love fudge because I know that it's like that is such a great taste, but it is one of those that is so sweet it makes me hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can only eat, this much of it and it's enough. I mean, it's that decadent.
Like 2 squares and I'm done.
Cody's like,
give me a thumbful and I'm like, done.
Yeah.
So we went down to Broken Arrow a couple years ago, and she brought me this box. Like it was a pretty good sized box. It was a pound of fudge, and it was like jalapeno and habanero. There was all kinds of different flavors in it. I'm pretty sure I sat and eat that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you can think about me all week as you chew on these, and then he ate them in like that night, and I was like, or just tonight. Cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
You can't even think of Renaissance Fairs without flashback to Supernatural. Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't watched Supernatural, there's a show or an episode in it where they go to Renaissance. What? You loved that show. Get out of here. Loved it. The ending was weird. I got totally lost and wondered what drugs he was on at the time. Fair enough. You love the Dead Zone TV show. I don't know what that one is.
Is it?
But I'm sure it's
that's the one my mom used to watch. Anyway.
You're from Broken Arrow. Wow, you're close to us. That's exciting.
Awesome.
So is Kristen Chenoweth.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow.
Hochatown.
Yeah, Hochatown.
Nope, that's Broken Bow. Broken Arrow's Tulsa.
Oh yeah. So wait, you're even closer to us than I was
Yeah, you're
thinking.
closer.
It's a pretty cool town.
Kristen Chenoweth is from Broken Arrow. Don't know why I know that. Yes.
Don't know why either, but that's cool.
I'm a big fan. I've seen her in concert several times, and she's from Broken Arrow.
That's wicked.
For those that don't know, Cody just made a huge pun because Kristen Chenoweth played in Wicked, and so that's why he said that's Wicked.
They all knew
She was
that.
the original Glinda.
Oh my goodness. The Dead TV show was brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow, this is skipping now, but he grew up a bit before The Dead Zone. Sorry, it skipped. Anthony Michael Hall was the nerd on the Breakfast Club. Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Okay, so guys, usually we do 2 sprints, but it is late because we have just chatted. There have been so many people just chatting, and I love that. Awesome. And yeah, I'm absolutely here for it. But I do not have it in me to do another sprint because we do have to go and do.
Yeah, sleepy.
I was going to go,
blast it over.
I think I'm running on about 2 hours.
I was going to try to go the extra, you were kind enough to invite me, but I'm like, man, I don't know.
She's like,
and I have work in the morning. So
right.
I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah. No. I looked at the clock and I'm like, man, we just kept chatting. It's fine. I mean, we started our first sprint like an hour.
It's good. We got to know each other more too. So that's great.
That's good.
And we talked about books, and I think everybody that attended this probably heard of a new book that they've never heard of before and are going to check out. I mean, that's kind of also some new channels to be too. I listening to people talk in the comments section, there's some channels that I was unaware of. So
that's what I was gonna say. It's like, man, there's so many. I went ahead and started following everybody during our break because it's like, if I don't now, I will forget. Right. And then it will be the next time Amy's on my channel, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to follow last time. And
it was awesome to see so many of our Sunday night gals come, our Sunday night chat people. I'd mentioned it Sunday that I was going to be here, so I was glad to see so many. So
that's wonderful.
So cool too.
Yeah,
I posted on my community tab earlier, and it's so nice. I was like, people are here.
I know, I love it. And whenever they're all like, oh, this is why I'm here because of you or because of you, it's just so sweet. I love this community, and where it's like, even though they don't know me, they want to come and support you guys. And I love that. I love that because you 3 are all definitely worth knowing and following. So I'm very thankful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I started this channel in January and I wanted to do it for 10 years. And I'd never done it because I was like, who wants to listen to some old chubby lady talk about books? And here, now it's like, okay, well, maybe people do want to listen to me talk about books.
Oddly enough, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, I can't believe that. Like, I started this in March, and I can't believe that I'm already at 850 people who just want to hear what I'm talking about.
Congratulations.
Like,
that's awesome.
Let's be honest, they're here for me.
It's true. It's the only reason I bring him in here.
It's the sex appeal.
Amy, how long have you been on?
Do what?
I think it's going to be 3 years in October.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Somewhere.
I'm 5 years on BookTube in December.
You've been doing this for 5 years?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? Wow. I was like, I mean, you seem like a seasoned pro, but I guess I didn't realize it's 5 years.
It's been slow, for most of it. And I wasn't as dedicated the first couple of years, so I would go months without, but now I'm more consistent. So
wow. Well, I love that. I love that we're all at different times, but I love that we're all here and we all have different likes, but also I'm honestly, the thing that probably brought all of us together is Cozy Mysteries. It always happens.
Yeah, I love that.
Love of them. That's so funny.
Maddie, you said you started in March?
I did.
Wow, an 800 since March. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it was doing that readathon. Yeah. Which I was like, I'm just going to start this. And I even told Cody, I was like, I would be thankful if we just had 20 people. But, because I was so slow.
20 or 30 at most. And we had over 70.
Yeah, we had 70-something members.
Are y'all planning on doing that again?
Yes.
Next year? Okay, good. Because I didn't get to join this year. So I would really like to be able to participate next year. So.
Yeah, so we're going to do another one. And it's going to be bigger and better. Because now I will not be planning it for just 20 people and then having to figure out how to, adjust things as we go. Yes. So very excited for that. And then Cody was alluding, we're doing a mini readathon in November. That's going to be, it's going to start Thanksgiving Day, probably that evening though, I'm thinking. And it's going to be Thanksgiving themed and just we're going to read cozies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I kind of did what you were talking about. When I first started, it was just 1 or 2 videos. I wasn't on the Tiffany Beachbum Bookworm. I wouldn't have started without her because, like I said, I wanted to start for 10 years, and she was like, "You have got to start a channel." And I'm so glad that I did. The people that I've met, I can't get over first the friendships that I've made, the kindness of people. I've not had one anybody be ugly or any, and that's, it kept me from it for so long. So I appreciate all of you all. It's wonderful. I could gush about it. It makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And I hit 300 last week, and I'm thrilled. I'm like 300.
Yeah.
So
it's always fun.
It's crazy, but it's cool.
Yeah. I think it's so funny because I'll talk to like my real life friends, and I'll talk to Cody about like you guys as if like I've literally like, got off the phone with you or something, or like I talk to you.
I do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I do know what's going on in y'all's lives, kind of, because like we all post about some stuff on social media and things. Yeah. And like I was telling my friend Keisha whenever I saw y'all's video, I was like, oh, my friend Keisha got to see her friends and I know who they are. Like it was so funny. And my friend's like, oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Because she's like, I don't watch YouTube. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's funny that you said that, because my husband said, do you have one of those reading things tonight? That's what he calls it. And I said, actually, because I normally work on Tuesdays, so I don't usually do any reading sprints, because I got back from work and then, it was almost time. I had a little bit of time to do other things. And he goes, you're doing one tonight? And I said, yeah, I was like with my friend Maddie. And he was like, okay, now tell me which one she is. And I'll say, she has this channel. And she's like, he's like, okay.
Yeah. So I had this really weird thing, and I was like, wow, this is one of those first moments where I had no idea how to act. So in real life, I am very weird and awkward. Okay. Just so you guys know, I just am, because sometimes my head is a little slower than my mouth. And so anyways, I went to the library, and there was like a couple of girls there, or older ladies. And there was one who I knew, and the other three I had no idea who they were. So I was like, oh, they must just be friends, because I frequent the library and I usually know who's working. But I had no idea who this person was. And then she asked me my name, and I was like, oh, she does work here. And so I told her, oh, well, my name's Maddie Sanderson. And she was like, okay. And she was like, are you here to pick this up? And I said, yeah. And then this other one was just staring at me. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. And so I just awkwardly stare at her too, because I don't know what to say. And she was like, are you this bookish cottage? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, I did not expect that to come. So then I'm just awkward in the situation. Yeah. And she's like, I watch your stuff. My name's Jerry. And I was like, oh, cool. That's my grandma. And like, it was so cool. But at the same time, I was like, I probably could have handled that way better, because I just got real strange real quickly. But it was still cool. That was so cool.
At least you're only weird and awkward in real life. I'm weird and awkward on camera. So, I mean,
yeah, well, I feel like I am too. But you guys are a good buffer, and y'all, help me to, I guess, keep a little sane. So remember to hydrate and hug the like button. That's a big thing. Yes. Especially right now, because it's so hot. Had a great time, ladies and Cody. Thank you all. You're very welcome. Thank you for such a lovely time. You're also wonderful. Couldn't agree more about the three of them. They really are. And I don't have the links just yet. Oh, well, thank you, sweetie. But whenever I'm done with this and everything, probably honestly in the morning, I will get all their information linked. So if you guys are following them, make sure you do then. And all that cross-pollination, we get a bigger community. Amen. I love it. I love it. And your hubby likes it when the sprints I am on have other hubbies. So thank you. Yep, he'll always be our token hubby on here.
Yeah.
If we could get all the book people to take over the world, I think the world would be a better place.
It's true. It's true.
Can you imagine the cozy mystery towns?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I live in one. I live in one now.
Of course nothing would happen, because we'd just be reading.
I need somebody to write a cozy high fantasy,
I agree.
Things go together.
I agree. Cozy high fantasy, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legends and Lattes is pretty high fantasy.
Yeah,
cozy-ish.
It's very cozy.
Yeah,
Legends and Lattes and Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldry.
Yeah, I don't know enough about those ones.
Interesting.
But
good.
I've looked at them. They're super cute. And they make me interested. There's this one, I can't remember what it's called. It doesn't matter. I'll keep talking about it. So, yes, Sonia. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and sign off, because I think we're all starting to just get a little delirious because we're tired. So we will see y'all in the next one.
It's about to get weird.
Yeah, things are about
to get weirder.
Thank you, ladies, so much for spending the night with us. Well, spending this evening. Sorry. Getting weird. All right. So we will talk to you guys in the next